Hey, welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm your host, Gus Sorolla.
No, you're not, you
Gus,
liar.
you're beautiful.
I've been working out.
How much money do you think it would take? I'm Gavin.
Barbara.
I would like if the introductions took the entire hour. Burnie.
How?
And I'm Gus. And this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Casper Mattresses and Even Prime, and we'll talk more about them later.
How did you know that? Did you read the season screen?
No, I was listening to you before when you were like,
more
these are
prepared than
original.
us.
No, that was good though, because we had no discussion about that, and I have the thing.
My question is this: is there an amount
Did I
of
get that
money
right?
that could turn
You
Gus
nailed it.
into Ashley?
Oh God, no! Like, have you seen
Surgery.
Altered Carbon?
No.
That's
No,
about
I've
the
heard of
only
that,
way.
though.
Dude, it's great. So
We were just talking about that.
I won't
You'd
shut
like
up
it.
about, I never shut up about the books. I loved them. The books are really,
Have you watched the show yet?
yes. Well, I'm watching it.
Okay.
But it's fantastic.
It's what, 10 episodes?
Yeah,
Hour
it's
long?
10 episodes. It's like Netflix, so it's binge. It's already all out. It came out, what, the 2nd?
Yeah, I think February 2nd it came out.
Yeah.
While
I
we were
think-
in Sydney.
Think of it like Blade Runner aesthetic, but
Naked.
naked.
What?
Lots of
Oh,
naked.
and
So
so
much
much
naked.
nudity.
And everyone's like real fit and real naked.
Unbelievably fit.
Is there penis?
Yes. There is total dong.
There is there's
Naked penis?
the dong to boob ratio
yeah.
though is way off. It's way off. So
in,
we're
what,
talking about-
in what way?
even like, well, the boobs are
Way more
all
boobs
the time.
than there are
way
dongs.
more boobs.
Well, that's always the case.
It's always the case.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even like sometimes you get, we were talking about this with Aaron earlier, but sometimes you get boobs and then you get dude butt. Even the dude butt ratio is not
high
is
enough.
what it should be. Yeah.
But
I'm not complaining.
But what we get is
Good.
It was good.
You get
D.
some solid dong.
solid dong.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing the dong in Django Unchained, and I was just like, hey. And then I've never seen a dong in a movie since.
Whose dong did you see in Django?
You see Django's.
You
Really?
see his dong?
He's like hanging upside down, and he grabs his
Oh.
penis. It's like silhouetted.
Oh, okay.
He's like
This is
looking
no
his own,
silhouetting.
He's looking his own penis in the eye.
Yeah? What?
There was that scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall where Jason Segel's dong's all flapping about.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
you.
That's good, funny movie, Dick.
I find like Dick is only done funny in movies, never like seriously.
We haven't even mentioned the big thing yet, which
shit.
is today is the Pancake podcast. We got talking about Altered Carbon. Today is, Gavin, please explain for the audience why we're eating
For
pancakes.
the 80th
Well,
time.
it's Shrove Tuesday, isn't it?
And it,
Oh, I
Isn't
can't
it?
say it with such confidence.
my favorite
We had
part,
a conversation about it once on a podcast. You all said it wasn't real, and I said, yeah, it is, and it was real. And
To be
now here we
fair-
are.
To be fair, I told Ellie that this week we're doing the pancake podcast. We're eating pancakes. She goes, why are you eating pancakes? And I said, because of Shrove Tuesday. And then she looked at me for probably like 10 seconds and then goes, oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Well,
So
also,
it makes me think it's like a conspiracy among British people.
she should be all about it. She's religious.
That's true.
She's all about being a Christian.
Yeah, but do Christians celebrate Shrove Tuesday and Mardi Gras? Because that's what sinners do, I think. Like, they want to get it all, like, as an excuse before they have Lent. I don't think the really religious, nice people
Or
are
is
out
it a
there,
Catholic thing specifically?
like, partying it up.
I don't know. It was a long time ago when I was doing all the church stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was the Pancake podcast until like 2 days ago when you told me to be on.
So, listen. I gotta say something. Gus is not here. I was bad-mouthing
I also
Gus.
love how tiny you are in your shop because of all the equipment for pancakes.
I have my
You're
pancakes.
just buried in stuff.
So, here,
What
Barbara.
they should
The
do-
audience will like it better if you shake
They
it up.
should zoom in on all the rest of
Every
us
year,
to
man.
compensate. Like, extremely uncomfortably close up. Oh, you... All right.
Why don't we get Bisquick as a sponsor for Gus? All right, all right.
It's ready.
Yes. It's first date, not third date. Come on. But yeah, I was kind of bad-mouthing Gus because Gus is not here today, even though Miss Ashley Jenkins
What?
introduced herself.
I'm
as
very
Gus.
happy about this replacement.
Who would like a pancake first?
Ladies first.
Gavin.
And I was trying to do a kindness.
You want one?
I want a pancake.
All right, you got a pancake. Come on. What do you want on it?
I would
We'll
like,
figure that out as we go.
Yes.
If you want like
I
chocolate
would,
and everything,
I would
let
like
me know before I
pancake on my
flip.
pancake.
All right, Barb, you want one too?
Yes, please, Mr. Burns.
I'm going to put in a special request. I feel like I should tell you now. I want a club pancake.
A club pancake.
What's a club
Well,
pancake?
Gavin, let me pour this and I'll get back to my story.
Well, what defines a club sandwich? It's got like middle bread, right?
Oh.
Bacon.
So you
Bacon.
want pancake, like a big.
I thought that,
Wait,
I thought
what?
that bacon was what made it a club. I thought you had to have
So a BLT
like,
is a club? You're insane.
no, like a meat and a bacon.
A meat and a bacon.
I think a club sandwich has the layers. The
I
two
just thought it was a
layers.
middle.
I thought they were all just trying to be real fancy by doing
club
that.
is turkey, ham, and bacon. That's a club.
That's a BLT. What? No, wait, what?
THB?
You're saying club has to be like the triple decker thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so is a Whopper a club burger?
Why do we all have different definitions of club?
A Big Mac is a club burger.
It's a club burger.
Yeah, Big Mac looks like a club burger.
It's just made up. It's a Cobb salad. It's just like meat disguised as a salad. That's
Now I
what
want to
it is.
open up a bar called Club Burger.
Like, so,
No,
people come when they want
salad.
burgers. No, this is a club.
it just sounds like fun.
Dance.
21 and over, please.
I was making fun of Gus because Gus is not here today. And I was talking with Gavin on text. And I was being a little brutal, I have to admit. And Gus does this thing when he travels for a convention or on vacation. He then comes back into town, but then takes a day off. And he's very, very, very consistent about
The
it.
classic personal day.
I'm pretty sure this is Gus's personal day for his trip to RTX Sydney. I was like, he didn't even mention to me that it was the Pancake podcast when he asked me to, because I had to arrange the cast for this.
Do you think he knew? Did he forget?
I know he didn't forget. At least I think he didn't forget because we have something really, really cool that he prepared. It's right behind me. You can see it right there. We have a pancake bot that will print pancakes in whatever design.
That's it. That's the peak of technology. Shut it all down.
Yeah.
You don't need anything after that.
How are we going to top ourselves next year?
I have no idea.
We can't.
Oh, you know what I had a plan to do before
Self-driving
Patrick revealed
pancakes.
the pancake bot to me is I was going to try to make you guys Japanese pancakes.
What are those?
They're pancakes, but from Japan.
Oh.
You remember we had them in Japan? They're floofy.
They're floofy.
They got floof. They're like, poof.
One more time.
What, like
They're like a
cheesecake?
pancake is, and then the Japanese pancake is, poof. They're like wiggly and stuff. By the way, we
That's
found
so racist.
there's so many things to talk about.
It's sad because I totally understand what you're describing
Barbara
just
speaks my
based off your sounds.
That was an excellent.
Look at that pancake.
Okay, I'm gonna put chocolate chips in this other one just because I feel like somebody's gonna want chocolate chips. I got really close to the mic when I said that.
Chocolate chips.
I'll allow it.
So what have we done? We've done designs for the pancake bot. I think we have some faces.
Gus isn't here to get mad at me about my computer volume being on.
Your text to me was great though, because you were like, he asked me to do a podcast. It's the Pancake podcast. We literally have one tradition. It's the Pancake podcast.
He's not here for it. He didn't mention it to me. I was really offended. But
So would we have just done it next week?
No, you can't miss it.
Look at that.
That
No.
was top.
Look at this. This is perfect. What a
it-
great start for pancake.
I think you're supposed to put the chocolate chips in before the first flip.
You're probably right.
Because
So
now
that
you're-
it cooks in
now
there.
you're
I do
cooking
it my
chocolate.
way, and then
It sounds like an air compressor's going off.
yeah, it is a little bit loud, so it's probably gonna pick it up on my mic. But it's just got like a little servo, and it like takes
I like
pancake
that all
batter
of our
and puts it.
special
Do we have a camera?
traditions make a terrible audio product.
Oh
like
my
steak
God.
day.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Which we've only done once.
Yeah, is it a tradition if it's only been done once?
It's a tradition up here, and that means it will happen again.
Barbara.
Yeah?
Ashley, who would like the plain pancake?
Actually, you get to choose.
I would
Okay,
like
coming
a
your way.
pancake.
Well, we have many toppings that you can now add to it.
Pancake?
And Barbara, you
Are you
get
gonna
the
do some syrup on that?
chocolate
I
chip
would like the
pancake, of
chocolate
which
chip.
you were very critical. I want to point out.
Well, I'm sure I will enjoy it just as much. Burnie.
Peanut butter.
Can
So
you
guys,
pass me that fat lady over there?
Use
Do not
the,
shame me about my peanut butter.
Use the hashtag RT Podcast. Send us an image that you want us to print a pancake in the shape of, and we'll choose hopefully one by the end of the podcast, and we'll print it. We'll load it up in the printer. Good.
you.
There you are.
Thank you, Burnie.
Gavin, I'm going to make you one on the pancake box.
He said he wanted the club pancake.
You know, when you say that, I was going to make you one like a club from like the deck
Like a
of
golf
cards.
club?
No,
Oh.
like a golf club. You could probably do a golf club. You want a club pancake?
I want a golf club. I want a club from a card.
I might
What other clubs
I
are
might
there?
regret this, but because the way you cooked it, just
Oh, that was awesome.
it has glued itself to the plate.
Just eat the plate too. Oh, here we go. What are we making here?
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like a,
look. Surprise. You have to guess what
Oh,
it
it's a
is.
surprise.
it looks like a wave.
You're correct. It's a wave.
We
It's
have
curved line.
imported, I think, some images beforehand, and also some of us have drawn.
All right, we have a ton of people here, so I'm getting started on crew pancakes
Stupid. Someone
early.
made
What do you
that.
guys want? Anybody want pancake? Chocolate chips? There we go.
Do it before you
Oh,
cook it.
fuck. I'm going to lose
I
that.
also want a club for like clubbing seals.
Oh my god!
But Ashley, why don't you tell them
Is that a
about
special kind of club?
Sick.
Ashley, tell them about the thing we discovered in Sydney while we were there for RTX Sydney.
Speaking of floofy Japanese things,
Fluffy, fluffy.
it's not just bunnies and it's not just pancakes. We found floofy Japanese cheesecake.
Oh my god! It was
And
incredible.
it's
I think we've showed it, the GIF on the podcast before where they like tap the cheesecakes and they go blub, 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 they fluff.
They're like lighter than air.
Oh my
Floofy.
gosh.
It was like eating a cloud,
Yeah.
like a sweet sugary cloud.
Ashley, Barb, and I went out late. We were trying to go find one of my favorite restaurants in the world, which is like a kind of a garbagey restaurant there called Pie Face, where they serve
Oh God.
meat pies like all night long.
Oh, yeah?
But like most of them have gone out of business.
We
Well, no
went
one wants
to
to-
we went to 4 different meat pies trying to find, or pie faces trying to find a meat pie.
Yeah, and we finally stumbled into one that was open and had pies. And
It was not worth it.
Not worth it.
It totally wasn't worth it, right?
But we then had Japanese cheesecake, so I think it kind of brought the night back up.
Yeah.
Australia's great. It's a weird mix of like Asian shit and English shit.
Oh, that's it.
That's even the same place, Uncle Tetsu's.
But there's a GIF out there where they brand it with that Uncle Tetsu, and when they brand it, the whole cheesecake goes wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wobble, wobble.
It's so
A lot of
good.
sound effects on
It's
this
like
podcast.
the kind of thing that would look good in one of those satisfying videos. All the different satisfying jiggle wobbles.
Yeah, what time we got here? 5:11. We got so much stuff to get to today. We have like a ton of guests and everything. There's people here for the Pancake podcast.
Can I have a pancake?
Yeah,
very-
we get
it's very
you want a
social.
chocolate one?
Yeah, can I have way more chocolate chips on it though?
Than this?
Just
Is,
smother it
is
in
one of those
chocolate.
mine, or am I having the next one?
You can have the next one.
Okay, I'll have the next one because I want to.
I'll go super. I was going to do one for you off the printer. But
I'll eat 2 pancakes.
all right,
Not,
fair play.
let's not limit ourselves.
I think people could probably already guess what the pancake thing is making right now.
Can you see it?
Can we see it?
Yeah, you could see a little picture in picture.
It's like
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that technology.
It's goose.
It's Gus.
I want to be clear.
Oh no, wait, is that Burnie?
No, it's Gus.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Bernie has a bigger head.
It's trying to do that horrible beard that he's got in the RTAA. And
Just the sticks.
to be clear, too, this camera is awesome because it shows how it works. But the actual presentation side of the podcast is the side that's down. When you flip it
Right.
over,
Yeah.
then it bakes like certain parts of it longer for different
So
colors.
it's like the darker bits.
There you
It's like
go.
the Jesus pancakes.
It's like, there you go, darker bits. I don't know what that means. Did
What's the
Jesus have
Jesus
darker
pancakes?
bits?
No, like the classic
Yeah,
thing
his
to make
dick.
in pancake is Jesus.
Oh, okay.
It is?
Yeah, like pancake art with like Jesus.
I don't know if it's everyone's classic.
You mean the cross? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, Jesus' face.
Who makes?
Well, isn't there a whole thing about
Jesus' face is a
people?
pancake.
Isn't it people seeing Jesus' face in food? Isn't that like a whole thing? Like people seeing it in like Doritos and
But like trees too, right? Just,
Can you pass me a
everything.
napkin, please?
That's looking really good. What is the highest resolution? You can
I
print
have
pancake?
chocolate on my hand, and I'm tempted to lick it off, but I can't.
why?
Why not?
Because I'm sanitary doing things.
Since when?
Well, I'm sanitary when I'm making other people's food. I don't worry about my own.
That's a big turnoff, isn't it? When someone like, just sucks off their fingers.
Go ahead.
For some people.
All right,
do you think
pancakes
that's
coming at you.
for
Cody, did you
Tom?
were you one of the people that wanted the chocolate?
I believe he said chocolate chip. Are they done?
Oh, yeah. This one's a little nice and smooth. Anybody else want one?
Got another.
You want some banana on top? We can do that. All right.
Here, I'll banana it.
There we go. You're up. Yeah, so RTX Sydney this is our first podcast that we're all back. Gavin, unfortunately, you didn't get to go.
I wish I could have gone again. I
But it
do
was
like
a
it.
visa issue for you, right?
Yeah, I could have gone. I just wouldn't have been able to come back home.
So?
Oh, look at that. Look at the dollops.
Put bananas on this for you.
But when we were staying there, so for this trip, I took Teddy. Because years ago, I took JD. He's 5 years old. I took him on a trip to Australia on like a solo trip.
Yeah.
And when you have 2 kids, no matter how far apart they are, parity is such an important thing. The fact that I took JD solo to Australia because Teddy was too young to go meant at some point in Teddy's life, I was going to have to take him on a solo trip.
What is the age restriction for Australia?
I don't.
Well, he was like too small for an international trip. Teddy would have been like 1.
How old
To be
is
fair,
Teddy
it's
now?
not a short one. It's one of those mine.
Yeah, this is the super chocolatey one.
Is that my one? Can you put more on?
Oh, yeah. You want more?
Look
and then,
at that.
and then,
Although-
and because it's a club, can you put more pancake on the top?
Yeah, I'll do that. That could actually work really well.
For Christian. Look at that.
There you go.
His chocolate and banana.
So what's the
is
youngest
just-
that you think kids should be on an international flight?
Okay.
A long flight like that, because it's the flight there from LA is 15 hours.
It's not actually an age where it starts, where they can get on a flight. There's actually a window where they're good up until about probably 7 or 8 months. Then no way bring them on a plane until they're about like 4, I would say.
Because they're sentient and fussy.
Oh man, they just and they get the concept of getting bored, which you don't want on a 14-hour flight. Man, there was one point, I forget what we were doing, but Teddy was bored. And a bored kid, when you're trying to do something, who's just like pushing everything and like touching everything.
Squirming.
Yeah, and it's just like, just stop. Just stand there if you can.
We
Please.
had the best thing happen to us on the plane back from Australia.
Anytime what?
There was a wow.
Oh my God.
There was a family with two babies with them.
Yes.
Who sat
babies.
right next to me and Bethany on the flight back. And obviously when they sat down, it's like, oh great, here we go. 15 hours with a family with two newborn babies. Right before we take off, one of the stewardess comes over and she goes, there's a row just a couple aisles ahead that's completely empty with no one in front of it, so you guys won't be disturbed if you'd like to move there. And so they got
to
up
you or to the
babies.
Oh, great.
To the family with the babies.
So just the babies moved.
Just the
So the
babies.
parents went like this.
So they
Chuck.
but they got up and moved and we were saved the whole flight.
Yeah, but I mean,
Why not just embrace the crying baby?
answer the question.
For 15 hours?
Yeah. It's a little baby. What can it do?
You were a baby. You got on planes, right?
Probably, and I probably made people miserable.
Well, there you go. So this is
people
karma.
probably rolled their eyes when they saw me, and I didn't want that reaction.
All right, so I'm gonna go get this pancake off here. I gotta flip it.
Do you think that being bored is the first emotion that a human experiences?
No, I'd
Because
say
at some
you,
point,
you just come out of the womb and you're like,
Gosh.
well, no,
Nope,
because
bored.
Distress.
what happened?
No.
Oh, distress. Oh, the pancake had gone wrong.
Alarm.
it did. It's
I was like, oh no, but a baby isn't bored a baby isn't bored for months. Like it's just a baby like stuck at its own foot. But eventually, it's just run out of things to suck on itself, and it's just a bored
can you ever
baby.
really run out of things to suck on yourself?
Have you ever?
Or
run
do
out?
you just run out of the ability to suck them?
All right,
Ashley's
Gavin.
right.
Yeah, Barb, I think you should get the Gus pancake.
Okay.
Anybody else want the Gus pancake? Patrick, do you want it?
I think Patrick should take the Gus pancake.
That's appropriate to you.
Have we?
Our Lord and
How did
Savior.
it turn out? Can I see?
Not great.
Okay, I'll go back over here. I'll go here.
So you could see it. Wow.
That's
It
garbage.
looks just like him.
You know what it
Someone
was?
superimposed that over actual Gus's face.
I left it on too long, and so everything kind of became one color.
Well, also, it didn't spread it. There's too many gaps.
Well, it's not. It's more art than science, Gavin.
I mean, put down a base coat or something.
You just want it? Here, we're totally sanitary today. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna try to go through some stuff that's on the pancake bot.
Did you ever
Oh,
think you'd
I
be?
changed the speed.
oh, that's
No, I
not
hit
good.
play, then I go down. Oh,
you
here we
should
go.
make the
This
one
is
that I-
Barbara's contribution.
You should make the one I drew.
I think the title of the file is "Not a Dick."
I think we're all gonna be very surprised by
It's a
this.
dick.
Did you think when we started talking about Shrove Tuesday, you'd be electronically programming pancakes? I bet you're happy you are.
Oh, me? I'm
Yeah.
sure Barb. Yeah. No, I never thought I'd get to this point. Gavin, you got a good pancake here, buddy.
I just hope that the inside cooks.
It's not gonna.
Can you smush it so it gets a bit hotter?
Is that how you smush?
Now, if you touch it, does it go blah, 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 blah?
Yeah, you might have to flip. Yeah, we'll do it for a bit longer. No,
Okay.
I don't think it's.
Okay. But on this trip, Teddy came with us, and we were able to get, for a really good rate, the room right next to our own with a door for an adjoining room. So Teddy basically had his own room, which was really cute because he called it his apartment. And he was like going to his apartment. And it was, we had an unlocked door right between our rooms.
You were in the same hotel that we all were in, right?
Yeah.
The like weird sex dungeon hotel.
Yeah, it was there was some sex stuff.
He had his own
Was it a
sex
sex
dungeon.
dungeon?
There was like boudoir stuff on the doors and everything. Like, you didn't notice the sex stuff?
I did not, but I'm noticing
What
some
happened?
sex stuff right now.
What's happening?
Saw my pancake being made. It's so unsubtle.
It really rushed the shaft. It's already done, pretty much. Well, how many pubes did you put on it, Barbara?
I was just drawing.
Is that a vein in the middle?
Yeah.
Where's the top of the shaft?
I don't know. I drew it and it didn't make it.
Maybe it'll get to it.
Look at
That's-
it go crazy on the hair though.
That's clearly not going to hold itself together.
It will.
We'll find
She
out.
filled it in.
We'll find out what happens. Stay
filled
tuned,
it in.
everybody.
Dude, but Teddy did this thing where on like day 2 or 3, he came over to our room and then he looked at the mini bar and he goes, "Oh, you guys haven't eaten your snacks." Oh, and I went, "What?" And he said, "You haven't eaten any of your snacks." I go, "These snacks?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, Teddy, you had to pay for these because I thought they were complimentary. I went in his room. He had opened everything in the mini bar just to try it.
Including the emergency bow tie?
No, he didn't do the emergency bow tie or the couples
It's like
kit.
the kind of thing where you pick up a packet of M&Ms and it's $9 that you just spent.
Yeah, no, he just had opened everything and said, I don't like this. And, because it was Australian candy, you want to try different stuff.
Yeah.
But he didn't know you had to pay for it. He thought it was
He
all
opened a bunch
complimentary.
of Tim Tams.
So I'm going to find out how much that costs pretty soon.
It's probably going to be a couple $100 for all that.
Do you think he's done a bunch of other stuff? Like he ordered room service?
It won't be a couple hundred, do you think?
I think
Oh, at minibar,
probably
easily.
like 200 or 300.
If he ate the whole thing.
If he ate everything there? All the drinks too?
Did he
or
have any
just
of
No,
the-
not the
Okay,
drink.
The little
Although
whiskeys.
we did
It's
try
drinking
and
whiskey.
see if we could get him to like be like, you're in another country. It's okay. Here's some tequila. Because we figured that would probably put him off it forever and ever and ever.
What's
but
he
he
doing
was
now?
too smart for us.
Oh, do you think he got
about
any?
to ejaculate.
Oh, you got your shaft top.
It did, and I don't remember
Gavin?
drawing that much hair, but apparently
Thank
I did.
you. Very
Oh,
much.
I was watching you do it. You were at it for a while. And there was a discussion about whether or not to fill it in.
We did.
So is that done or is there another layer coming?
I think there's another. There should be another layer.
Okay, because it'll fill it
Seems to be
in.
charging up again.
So what it does is, I'll grab it really quickly after it finishes this next layer. So what it does is it puts down like a definition layer, and it lets that cook for a while, and then puts another layer over the top. So theoretically, it should be multiple colors
So
of
that's the
pancake
liner.
doneness.
That's the line.
That's the way it works.
Okay.
I mean, this is like somebody went to school for a really long time and studied engineering, which is a very difficult degree. And then this is what they made. They made.
Well, but then more specifically, this is what's being made with all of their work.
Is this where we're headed?
I
As a
too have a degree.
I know. Is it like? I don't know about you guys. I've been super depressed about just the trajectory of what's going on in YouTube. And it's not YouTube. Everyone says, "Oh, it's YouTube," but what people are watching and what people are making now on YouTube is just like it's on the steady fucking decline.
Yeah.
Like everyone's bitching about Logan Paul, yet Logan Paul is got like 19 million subscribers in just a couple years.
I saw a dude yesterday on one of those like little electrical scooters with a helmet and a GoPro attached to his head and a giant sign with his YouTube channel on, and he was blasting shitty music, filming. And it's like, is
Wait,
this really?
you saw this in real life?
Yeah, at downtown Austin last night. And it's like, is this really the content you're creating for your channel? Like, what
That's
is
the joy of YouTube. Make whatever you want.
You should
I know it's
like
cool,
check
but,
his
like-
channel and see how successful that marketing strategy
I just
is.
also feel like it's very invasive. Like, I'm just walking down the street and there's a guy filming me that's
he's
going to go
out
up
there
on his
bugging
channel.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
it
mean,
just
if he's
seems
filming other people
weird.
and all those public pranks suck, but I feel like they're cracking down on all that stuff now.
Yeah. And we tried to avoid that stuff. There was two things that I had a rule against for a really long time, which was no hidden camera stuff in the office.
Yeah.
And I think that immersion video that we did
There's also the scorpion prank.
violated that. That was after that. And then the other rule was we're never doing a fucking prank show. Ever, ever, ever. And Chris and Aaron went out and shot the pilot for Social Disorder. And so they were pranking one another. And I was like, ugh. Everybody really liked it. It was a great show and everybody liked it. But I was,
Still hesitant about it.
yeah,
I
hesitant
mean, at
about
least the
prank
butt
show.
of the joke was them and not just innocent people having a day on their own.
Yeah.
It was, but then even after a while, they were like, you got to come up with ideas, and eventually you start to inconvenience people, and I don't think anybody's really interested in that. Actually, it's one of the few shows at Rooster Teeth that went to television pilot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I don't know if I can legally say that, but yeah,
Didn't get picked up by anything.
no, it didn't get picked up by the network that took it to television pilot, but Chris and Aaron worked on that for a while.
My precious is almost done. My precious.
It's looking good.
It
I want
is.
to flip it. I'm going to flip it as soon as possible. It might seem premature, but that's fine. It happens, it
Waiting
happens
for
a
that
lot.
joke.
This is a good pancake, Burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've upped your game in the last 4 or 5 years.
Dude, look at this pancake bot's helping me out today.
That thing looks like it's steaming.
It probably is. In a bad way, steaming?
I think it's ready.
It makes the gappiest pancakes.
It's ready.
Look at that.
Let's
you got
do
to
a
pour.
flip.
You got to pour a layer.
right?
over.
Is it done? It's
Him
done.
Getting a thumbs up that it is
All right,
done.
Barb, you're shaking. Here, let Gavin shake this one if you want to.
Oh.
You start shaking. Oh, you don't even question it. It's like, oh, he said shaking.
Do it.
Oh, this is huge. I mean, it's regular size.
You want the flipper? Ow.
Look at this for scale. Look at that.
Yeah, pretty accurate, right, Barney?
Pretty accurate.
Right, Ashley?
Yeah, definitely,
done.
definitely accurate. The holes in the middle are interesting.
Oh, God.
I can see you went for circumcised there.
That's all I know.
Wish you luck. Oh, look at that. Not bad, Babs.
You are Jewish.
It's not bad. Those pubes are dark.
I feel bad doing this.
Can you at least fill in the holes?
What's that? What's that?
There's gaps in it.
Well, what do you want me to do about the
Just
gaps?
pour a bit of.
No, but it's
I
done.
feel like that's body shaming.
Well, look, just put it in the gap.
The circumcision went wrong, okay?
Jesus.
I'm just getting
Sorry.
little bits. Oh,
What are you doing?
cut off warts or something. I don't know what I'm doing here. But we were out to dinner.
Stop
the
patting
other-
it.
I'm just trying to get it to where it'll cook a little bit, and then I'll give you your too big for a plate dong pancake. All right, what else should we make? What should we make next? Gavin, I'll make one for you.
My head?
Does it fit on a plate?
Sorry, buddy.
You snapped the bell end.
No. That's just broke a vein.
Oh, yeah.
Look, some
Wow.
of them lean like that.
That is big.
Can you eat that in one
Do you
bite?
think we do the
No.
logo that we
Can you
did?
get it all in?
I always do that wrong.
God.
No. Gavin, I did load up a pattern here that I thought you would ask for
Very uneven.
in the pancake pot. I had them load up a waffle. I thought that you would enjoy a pancake
I would.
that's shaped like a waffle.
Was that you the first year who kept calling it a waffle instead of a pancake?
I did, yeah.
Well, it's
Here,
because
let's
the
try the-
pancake's
that one?
a waffle with a different shape.
That one uses a lot, though, right?
Well, they
Yeah,
use similar
it's the same-
batter, but
same
they're,
batter,
they
isn't
Isn't it
come
the
out
same
pretty
exact
different.
thing?
Well, I think
This one we got those
waffles
practices,
have
right?
thinner batter
I think you're full of shit.
because they gotta win their molds.
You're full of shit.
There are instructions on that how to make it waffle as opposed to how to make it pancake?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean for the consistency of the batter?
Right, because
I think it's a slightly less
aren't
water.
waffles?
Bernie, are you going to have one?
So sorry, can
yeah.
we back up and can you say that again so that Gavin can hear?
Slightly less water for waffles.
That's the opposite of what you said.
Shut up.
All right, can I get that batter? Babs, please?
Mm-hmm. Batter up.
All right, see if you can guess this one, Gav. This is for you.
It's a waffle.
Very visual podcast this week.
It is a very visual pod. Pancake Podcast is always visual. We make no apologies for it. Go watch it on YouTube.
It's
or
once a year.
on the Rooster Teeth site.
Oh, it's Achievement Hunter.
Oh, you got it? You got it already?
That's
yeah, it's
class.
a Achievement Hunter logo.
Oh, how did you guys input something for that? No one drew it by freehand? You did freehand? Holy crap. That's impressive.
All right, I'm making some more pancakes. Anybody in the audience want some? Hey, why don't we have Steph come join us?
Yeah, we've got some friends in from out of town. There's actually like an Aussie invasion right now. I think
I know.
that,
I
know, no
everyone
kidding, right?
who's
They were
here
all huddled in a
is
circle
Australian.
before, and I was a little afraid.
Yeah.
Well, before we say hello, let me remind everyone that this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is, that was a great vamp, by the way, is brought to you by Even Prime. Do you struggle with oily skin, wrinkles, acne, or all of the above? With only a facial cleanser and moisturizer, Even Prime brings the best in Korean skincare technology with high-performance ingredients. Even Prime is specially formulated for men's skin and leaves it visibly healthier, refreshed, and hydrated without the shine. Even Prime, is a travel-friendly and a perfect holiday gift for your friends, brothers, fathers, and partners. Check out the link below or visit evenprime.co and use promo code RTPodcast at checkout for 25% off. For 20% off and free shipping on your first purchase. That's EVENPRIME.co plus promo code Rooster Teeth Podcast, RT Podcast at checkout for 20% off and free shipping on your first purchase. There's the code right there that you can use. And Ashley was getting on me about my skin the other day, so
I was.
That's weird timing that we would
Do
have.
you think
Even
they're
Prime
mad
this
that you
much.
gave an extra 5% off the original list?
But they're going to charge us back for that. I'm sure something like that.
No,
So.
skincare is important.
Yeah.
Like I remember with like younger
Yeah, but guys don't do it. Gav, right? You don't do it.
What are you supposed to do?
I should
Moisturize.
Have
do
a
it.
wash.
You wash it and then you moisturize it. There's 2 steps. There's only 2 things
And
that
they
you
provide
need to
that.
do.
But what did cavemen do? They washed.
And then they looked really old.
They died at 20.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't worry about it too much.
So otherwise you just get older looking wrinkles?
Well, it's like it's good for your skin. So you might not wrinkle as soon and your skin will be in better condition. So like
Yeah. Me and Ashley moisturize, and we could be 18 or 50. Who knows?
I'm actually 68.
Oh, look at that.
It's true. It's true.
I'm coming close to 30.
Bernie likes the older ladies.
Why do you say that like that? I'm way past 30.
You met me when I was 15.
I know.
Isn't
You met
that
me.
weird?
Here's what's weirder. You met me when I was 30.
Oh, God.
So
You're as old as I'm going to be soon.
Yeah, you're going to be that age.
I still got 2 years.
That's how long we've known each other.
Which 15-year-old will you meet to keep the cycle going?
Let's find out. Who's going to be the lucky boy or girl?
Ashley, do you want to introduce our guest since we were just talking about RTX Sydney, where we just got back from?
Yeah, so she was the first keynote speaker for RTX Sydney.
Easy choice.
Super easy. Longtime friend of mine, Stephanie Bendix, and she used to host a Good Game on the ABC for Australia, and now hosts a show called Screenplay. And so she's like my soul sister. We are super nerds together.
Aww.
This is the only person who would go see Step Up in the theaters with me and wear leggings with like a little legging little warm up things on our legs. Leg warmers. Oh yeah, we got really into it. It was amazing. Was that Step Up 2 or 3?
I mean, I don't know. It
Step
was
Up
one
to
of
the
them.
streets.
But there were multiple dance battles, and they took place, and it was like earthquake type shattering dance moves. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, I'm very proud of Ashley and her new hobby that she has, which is making armor in our living room. She makes scale mail and chain mail. But Steph is like super into it. So that's another thing.
I appreciate it.
Is that where you got your inspiration from?
Yeah, well, I got inspiration initially from the Ren Fair that we went to for the Burnie vlog, and I walked in there and I was like, "My people, I found them." And so I'm actually taking like a leather armor making class in March.
That's amazing.
Because I'm like, right now I can do chain and I can do scale mail, because if I mess something up, I can like undo it.
You realize you're going to have to make us Game of Thrones costumes.
I was about to say, you need to start taking commissions, because
Yeah.
I feel like a full personalized armor set would be great. An Ashley
Yeah.
Jenkins special.
Well, we were
Delivered
watching
in 20 years.
TV. That's the thing, is we were watching TV the other night, and we watched 5 episodes of Altered Carbon in a row.
Yep.
And over the course of it, I was doing some chainmailing stuff, and I made this much. Like it was like I made a square like a little this big.
Well, you learn as you go,
takes
too.
so much time.
Like you had to redo some stuff from your scale because you learned how to make curves. And you were going around a shoulder for that.
Yeah, I was trying to make I was using the model for bras.
Yep.
Because I figure you gotta like shape it around, right?
That's a gift.
And and you had to do what's called contractions. And so I made a bunch, and then it turns out it was way too much. I had to undo half my project and redo it. So it's definitely a learning process.
So if you make a mistake, you have to go back, like just completely backstep what you just did.
Pretty much.
Steph, do you want anything on your pancake?
Hard.
I mean, I feel like I see you've got Vegemite there. I feel like I should represent my
Oh,
country.
really?
And my
Do you really want to do that?
Aren't you
No,
supposed
I
to put
don't.
it
but
on
it's like
toast?
it's principle, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, I look.
Maybe if you put
right.
some like chocolate with it, it'll be kind of like a
Enough
salted
said.
caramel thing.
What about butter and Vegemite? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like
That's
a thin-
right. Yeah, you should layer it.
I'll give you both.
I pay attention.
I
didn't have
instantly
any
regret
Vegemite.
asking for this.
Can we put a fork on there?
Yeah.
Thank you for offering, though. I feel like as the international guest, I am worryingly far away from where all the awesome food action is happening. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, this is good.
America.
It's been a difficult time since Steph has been here, because Austin is such a food-based city that when she's like, "What can we go do?" I'm like, "Well, we can go eat here, and we can go eat here."
We
I feel
do
like
that.
all
Go
I've
eat
done
here.
since I arrived is just eat with you guys.
Yeah, pretty much the entire itinerary has been food.
They did that when I first visited. It was like I was here for a week, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to eat here, 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 and here." And then I left, and I was full.
what
I
you
was
do
like,
when
"I need to
anyone
move here
visits.
now."
Yeah.
Well, it's so bad, and Steph, you can vouch for this, that we go from eating place to eating place, because there's so many in Austin, that we'll be at a meal and we'll be discussing where we're going to go for the next meal, like
Yeah.
later that day.
My first meal in Austin was 4 barbecue places. 3 barbecue places, my bad.
You
Yeah,
did, you did a bang, bang,
Really?
bang?
Yeah, we did, what was it? Black's?
What?
Kreitz's?
You can look at the vlog. We did the exact same tour on the vlog for Laser Team 2.
There you go.
Didn't you go to that?
No.
Oh,
Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. I
feel like
wasn't
you're there.
invited.
To be
Where
fair, I
were
mean, I put a call out on Twitter to ask for like recommendations of stuff to do in Austin, and it was just all barbecue places.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, like maybe some landmarks or things. No, nothing.
No, just
All
food.
food. I mean, those are our landmarks. That's really the only thing that happens in Austin is live music and food.
it's just columns of smoke that are cooking different kinds of meats in different places.
I like what you said too, Bernie. How you were like in Austin, there are 2 places you can eat. You can eat in an old house, or you can eat in a truck.
Pretty much, yeah. Those are those restaurants. All right, you want your pancake here?
Yeah. That's the best one yet, I think, from the robot.
It's pretty good. I
Bleep,
think we had some practice doing this.
We had a good practice one before the show. I think it was of Gus
you go.
as well.
You try it. Can I try a bite?
That's amazing.
Pass me a bite.
You want to try
Of
some of
this?
the balls?
Yeah, take a.
Let's see how it is.
Yeah.
Just hold the plate.
Sorry.
Rob, you want to break me off a little balls?
You want some balls, Ashley?
Yeah.
I got you.
I need it in my
it's
mouth.
so cute.
It's a little colder by now, but Madame.
How's it taste?
Salty. What?
It's kind of salty. I think there's some hair.
Is that the Achievement Hunter flavor? Oh, you got the dick one. How does your Achievement Hunter logo taste?
It's nice. Have you ever eaten balls?
Eaten what?
Your mountain oysters.
No, never done anything like that. Never ever.
Have you ever eaten balls?
No, I watched Griffin eat one though.
All right, back to Steph. So one of the things about Steph too is that I've learned, an Instagram food aficionado. That half the accounts you follow are food accounts, right?
It's true. And then I wonder why I'm so hungry all the time. But I have a very specific method for like finding restaurants and stuff like that. And that you go to Google and you see the rating.
This is really smart.
Yeah, and then you see the photos that people have posted there. Then you go to the Instagram account. And then in the Instagram account, you go to the location tag. And then you see the photos that other people have uploaded. Because then you're getting the real picture, right? You're not getting the fancy like lighting.
That's so in depth.
Yeah. And then I
You're
kind
like
of
a food
assess
spy.
all of the the photos and I look at the menu. And then I can even cross-reference with the menu and I'm like, okay, so that's what the biscuits look like. Oh, and that's the fish. Oh, that'll
you
be
are
nice.
serious.
Yeah, it's because I build it up in my mind. And if I'm disappointed,
Why
Yeah.
isn't there a service that takes a menu from each restaurant and has Instagram pictures of each menu item compiled in one easy-to-view place? Why don't we make that app?
You
I
actually
mean, you should
start
have
a
said that
restaurant.
just then.
Right now.
Somebody's already making it now.
Someone work on that.
But we played a little bit of a prank on Steph yesterday because there's a guy I found who is like my spirit animal online. I got to meet this guy. I don't know. They don't show his face name because it's his Instagram account. And what he does, do we have this loaded up? You got to play it with sound too, because he even like makes sound effects like I do. And he does this thing when he's with somebody and they're taking a picture of their food. He videos. I guess I have so much stuff going on over here.
Why do you have your laptop?
He videos, because I was going to try to find it. He'll video while they're taking a picture of food, and right before they take the picture, he like takes a spoon and goes, mush.
That's like exactly your cup of tea.
It's so
You
great.
love doing that to people.
I love messing with people's food, and I like making weird sound effects. And the reactions of the people are so visceral. Here he is.
Mush.
And it's funny because you can't be that
The
mad.
word as well is so funny.
Well, wait, there's a whole compilation
Why
of
does
them.
anyone ever go to lunch with this guy?
Are they always people who are with him?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't walk up to strangers or anything like that.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I can watch this all day.
I know. You go give me a number.
I have a little bit.
Oh, no.
That guy's pissed off.
It's really pretty, don't it? Mush.
It's the fact that he says mush every time that makes it so special.
I love this guy, dude.
Do you think this dude just has like a Tinder account or something?
And he's cackling the entire time,
Now
too.
I'm
It is
scared.
so insulting.
Well, you'd think
I
so,
guess.
but then Burnie did that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Ashley
now I'm
was-
scared to go to lunch with you ever. I feel like you're gonna do that to my food just for fun.
Steph was videoing Ashley. She was about to crack the dessert. And then we
It's
just
this
went in with our spoons. And we were like,
beautiful chocolate shell. Beautiful. It was lovely. It was a lovely dessert.
To be fair, though, you were having a lot of trouble cracking through there, so I think everyone did you a favor.
I was. It was hard.
What is your Instagram account? Because it's still up on your story right now, right?
Yeah, I uploaded the video. I think it's at HexSteph.
At Hex Steph.
With a P- with a
H-E-X.
PH.
With a PH, yeah. And what's the origin of the name Hex?
Oh, I think just when I first started playing games, I was really nerdy into like medieval fantasy and stuff when I was younger, and it kind of evolved into games, and I like to play spellcasters and stuff like that. So
And a good game, that's the name you went by, was Hex, right?
yeah,
Didn't
I
most
was,
people
I
know
was-
you as
I was
Hex?
Hex there. Yeah, I've reclaimed my original name now, though.
Right.
But I still answer to both.
Mine was Busby when I first started.
Really?
And then Ashley was Jinx. In fact, some of us still call Ashley Jinx.
Yeah, I remember when you got. I think I probably shouldn't say this. Never mind.
Still, like,
You should definitely say it.
Abort,
What
abort.
was? Is it good?
you still use that on some sites, don't you?
I do. Well, it's like my gamer tag, and
Yeah.
if I can't
That's
get,
what I was going to say. I wasn't sure like what you have public and stuff like that. But I remember
Yeah.
when you got Jinx, just Jinx as your gamer tag was like awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
that was the hookup. I got it. Remember they did that old clear out of dead gamer tags at one point? A few weeks before that, because I was working for Microsoft at the time, one of my friends gave me the heads up and he was like, hey, what gamer tag you want?
He's
And I
trying
was
to
like-
date you.
I was like, I'll take this one. It was E, so no, it wasn't.
Oh, maybe not.
And he has just E, right?
Yeah, he has E.
Yeah.
And so, because that had
He's been on the
an account
podcast
that had
long
been,
time ago.
He has
yeah.
the only single digit letter Gamer tag.
I
Right?
That
think,
is correct.
Yeah, and still to this day, even though he's moved on now. I think he's working for Niantic.
Yeah, he went to go work for Pokemon Go. We knew a lot of people in Seattle that when Pokemon Go took off, they moved over to Niantic, you know? And
Well, that's
I guess that game is still going strong. We just started playing it again.
Yeah, so when we were in Sydney for
behind on my
RTX Sydney, Teddy, he wanted to catch a Genghis Khan.
Oh, you
And
can only get that in Australia?
Yeah, it's the kangaroo one.
It's an Australian specific one. So he wanted to catch it. So, and then magically somehow we all ended up at a raid. And now that's our life again, is trying to fill out the Pokedex, and they keep adding more Pokemon. It will never be full.
How many generations of Pokemon have they put in now?
3?
Yeah, they just added some more.
Getting the
They just
confirmation
added some more.
about 3.
And
Maybe
the
3.
the best or worst thing is that the second Teddy logged in after not having played for a year plus, he was like, "Oh, I got a shiny."
Yeah, just he goes, what's a shiny? Oh, I got a shiny. And then, yeah, he got it. It was like 1 in a whatever.
You're looking at
percent.
me as if I understand this thing.
I thought you were trying to tell me something.
I
Sorry.
was telling you to put blueberries in one of them.
Got it. You were trying to tell me something.
And Teddy's the kind of person who, playing Destiny, will be like, oh, cool, what's Galahorn?
Yeah, his first game he ever played, he got a Galahorn.
Is he just really that good at
He's
every
just
video
lucky.
game?
He's super lucky.
Destiny's been out for
That's
what?
totally random.
4 years? I never got Galahorn.
I never got Galahorn either.
And
What?
he doesn't think he's lucky at all. He does not see it.
Literally, the
Because-
Galahorn one it was so early in the game. He got his stuff at the end of whatever.
He got it in Crucible,
He got it
didn't
in
he?
Crucible. He got 4th place on his team. And it pops up and he goes, what's the yellow one? And I go, I don't know. And then we looked it up. It's like legendary or whatever they are. And I go, oh, Galagigabahorn, you know? I couldn't
Galahorn.
believe- Yeah.
Didn't someone then calculate the odds of that happening, and it was absolutely
Somebody
astronomical?
bunged it. They said it was like getting hit by lightning. Yeah. So, Steph, you've now been in the U.S. for about a week and a half. According to your Instagram, you were in
I was in
Hawaii.
Waikiki.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. It rained a little bit, but other than that, it was pretty good. We
Just
did some
for
hiking
holiday?
and sorry,
Just for holiday?
yeah. I'd never been before, and then we kind of tacked Austin onto this. And when we were booking flights, people were like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, Hawaii and Texas, Austin, Texas. They're like, there's an interesting grouping of locations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's been trying to get Ashley and I to go hiking for a whole week.
In Austin?
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
it's
do the
been,
rainbow.
it's been like
It's gonna be
20
nice.
degrees.
It is well
That's the
cold.
perfect time to go hiking because you build up some heat when you do hiking.
I went camping with Ashley when she was living in Australia. She is hardcore, man.
yeah.
And for someone
that
who
was
like
fun. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, and for someone who's, like was living there kind of not very long at that point, you had an impressive like stash of camping gear, like more than any permanent resident would have. And I remember that you were like, you brought a full like an axe to chop wood and everything.
Jesus.
And you got blisters on your palms because you were like so committed to it. And I feel like that's when I knew our friendship was going to be like forever.
Yeah, it was. I got a pavilion to use as a kitchen, and I had a camp stove and table,
Here's
and I
the
had.
thing about camping is that I feel like the better you get at camping, the less you're camping.
We called
if
it
you're-
glamping.
Yeah, if you're all kitted out, it's like, yeah, are you really even camping at this point, or have you just
I
built
think
a house?
the test is whether or not there's a working toilet within like that is accessible. If you have to go and dig a hole, then I feel like no matter how many magic like tents you have or covers and stoves, if you still have to dig a hole to
Yeah,
poop
if you have to
in,
shit in a hole, you're
that's
still camping.
you're still camping.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to fix what is apparently the Barbara pancake. I don't know if we got a shot at it.
What?
I was trying to trim off
Who
your
took your eyes?
trying to trim off your excess hair.
Oh, that's Ashley.
Oh, this is Ashley.
That's Ashley.
Oh, God.
You can tell by
RDA Ashley?
the bang.
God! I'll eat me.
Have you ever shat in a hole?
Yeah, on that trip.
Oh, you
I
actually did
may
it?
have had a pavilion, but I didn't have like a magic toilet with me.
Did you bring bog roll?
Oh, baby, don't underestimate yourself. You've shit in a lot more holes than that. There we go.
Yes, but whose?
Who wants this? Oh, Ashley, you should have this one because it's you.
Ashley should have herself.
Unless anybody else. Yeah.
Who wants Ashley's face?
Give me,
It's too hot. There you go.
give me my
That's
face.
creepy.
I tweeted a picture of my dog, by the way, with the hashtag. It might be too complicated to make her face.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to rely on the control booth. You guys
Perfect.
pick a good,
Oh, it is
photo
very
for us
hot.
and Load it up. We'll try to get one by the end. If not, we can definitely get it in the post show.
You look like a ghost.
I can't man Twitter today either. So if
This
somebody
is-
else wants to do it,
Oh, yeah, we
I've never been able
I'm
to
sure my
blow
audio is
myself
garbage.
before.
You do social media, right?
Sometimes. Let's look her up.
You have to put your tongue through where the mouth is.
Tweet us using
Blueberry,
hashtag RT Podcast,
Right?
y'all.
Plain?
Oh, yeah. Eat your mouth out. Oh,
And
that's
then put
a good
your,
one.
yeah. Now it's like Silence the Lambs.
Wait.
Good.
Hold on. Okay, I got this.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Check this out, Gav.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Call it out there because I'm not a mic. So
Yeah,
There's
someone
a-
made a marshmallow. Rooster Teeth.
Lovely.
Is that some strawberry, like a mushed strawberry to make the lips?
Isn't that more of the kind of pancakes you're supposed to make for Shrove Tuesday, Gavin?
Yeah, you're meant to make
Real thin?
crepes, basically.
okay,
These are wrong. We've been doing it wrong for 5 years.
Plain one, which you can come up here, Maddie. Why don't you come get this one?
That's it.
Is that your
that's
nose?
I can
Poke a
read.
hole through it?
Maddie, we're gonna
Yes.
give this to you. You don't have to steal it. So we determined that Maddie is evil.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want to
Vegemite?
say it's not actually as bad as I thought it would be because the pancake itself
Blueberry?
is
Anybody?
super
Blueberry?
sweet.
I imagine if you like
Yeah,
Vegemite, you like it on
implement.
the pancakes too.
Well, because it's mostly very salty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's forks. Remember, there's some forks here too.
How do you feel about me saying that Vegemite is like a shit Marmite?
Oh.
I got another plain one here. Anybody else
I mean,
want a
them's
plain one?
fighting words.
Lucky, you want one?
Saying a Mars bar and like a Milky
Graham,
Way are
anybody?
like better. One's better. They're like just slightly different.
A Mars bar is a Milky Way.
Not in Australia.
Get on in there,
Wait.
girl. Get it. Oh, someone wants to do us a Space Kid
We
pancake.
need a much longer segment to
Space
argue
Kid's
about
good. Yeah, Space Kid, that
different
could work.
candies.
That'd be a good one to do.
You see somebody made an image of Space Kid in the Roadster in orbit.
No, that's amazing.
It was
though.
pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny. That was pretty cool. That's another thing that Falcon
Would you
Heavy
take your
finally
car to
took off.
space?
What's that, buddy?
Would you take your car to space?
No. Actually, I'll be honest. I'm glad they did it because it's gotten such a big reaction. I thought it was dumb. Like, I thought it was.
It was a payload test, wasn't it?
It is.
It was going to be a block of concrete.
A block of concrete, as weird as it sounds more scientific to me than just throwing a car with a spaceman in it. But listen,
I feel like it's a good. You can
But would
see
it
the
have
scale
gotten
of
the
it.
same amount of attention?
that's the thing. That's why it's like I'm being kind of curmudgeonly about it. The fact that so many people, somebody superimposed the Gus Pancake on his actual portrait, his headshot, and it improved the headshot. Surprisingly,
That looks terrifying.
It just looks like a picture of Gus with a pancake instead of his head.
So you weren't a fan of the SpaceX Falcon Heavy launch, and you thought it was
no,
dumb.
I was.
The
what do you
launch
mean?
was awesome.
You completely misinterpreted what I said. I was a huge fan of the launch. I just thought that was kind of a dumb publicity stunt. And Elon Musk, honestly,
But that's all he does, right?
he does put together, and some are okay and some are garbage. Like the fact that he wanted his cars to spell sex,
Yeah.
but he couldn't get Model E, so he called it the Model 3 instead. That's sleazy.
However,
That's just dumb.
the flamethrower you bought though, that's great.
I'm gonna sell mine.
Oh, you're in?
I'm gonna sell mine.
Sign it and give it away.
And somebody who's listening to this, don't buy it. I don't think it's what we think it is. I think it's like basically like a butane torch.
Yeah, you can get it from Home Depot.
And I don't think
Not
like,
an
I have
actual flamethrower.
Yeah. I have like a Burns-O-Matic that I use to light my stove in the bus, and it's basically the same thing. But the flame, instead of being this long, is this long.
You could make a really big creme brulee.
You could. It's a lot like that. Make the world's biggest creme brulee.
Try it.
I kind of want to do that.
There's
now.
a
Make a
thought
creme brulee
for you.
shaped like a dick, Barbara. You'd be happy.
Ah,
dick
chip,
ball?
chip, 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 chip.
Sure
and
you
then
can.
crust the top of the whole
I'll
thing.
get you a dick bowl by 2 o'clock if you want one. Where's the anybody else? Anybody else? What do you want? What's that? Ben wants a chocolate one. What would you like? Strawberry. Well, that's a plain one, so that's easy. I'm not gonna cook the strawberries, so give me a second. I'll make a new batch here.
Man,
Yeah,
you are
let's-
busy this
do we
podcast.
have
I'm
any-
busy, dude. I'm all over the place.
Do we have
Yeah.
any more to show from the community making pancakes at home?
I think we have maybe some guys. If you're making pancakes at home, tweet us using #RTPodcast.
And then somebody who's nearby, then tweet a photo of you going mush.
Oh,
Look at the
oh,
dog.
can you zoom in on the dog?
Give that dog good boy.
That sounds good. I want to try to make that pancake.
Fluffernutter.
Did the dog throw up?
See, what we're not doing this year that we
What
had
is
done.
that?
It's a pancake.
That's a pancake?
It's a
What is
fluffernutter one. It's
fluffernutter?
marshmallow.
like a plate of vomit.
It's marshmallow and peanut butter. Have you never had a fluffernutter sandwich?
Can you make me one?
No, which what am I talking about? We made that on one of the first podcasts.
We had that.
I had the marshmallow goop.
Yep.
What you want?
It's
think it's called floof.
It looks like mayonnaise, but you spread it. It's like marshmallow.
Floof come up in one go.
It's all.
Everything
it's
is a
like,
fluke.
In GTA, when you get a car, you see those cars more often.
It's true. You got to save on memory.
So if I say floof, I have noticed that I have to say in
you.
PUBG, and it's when you talk about something, you immediately find it. Like you say, I don't have any armor. If anyone finds any armor, let me know. Oh, I just found level 3 armor. You
But that's not real what you're describing.
what's that?
Like, there's no actual coincidence there. That's just the way it was always going to be. If you didn't mention it, you still would have found it.
Gavin, what are you saying? How dare you?
You're saying because you mentioned armor showed up?
Yeah, when you're looking through like 80 houses and you say, guys, I can't find any, I can't find a helmet. I just found a helmet.
But there's nothing to do with you saying that, though. You were going to find the helmet anyway.
I'm just saying, what do you mean?
It always works out that way.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah.
But it's just not hard to figure out.
What do you mean?
I could also walk around in silence and then I would find them on their own anyway.
Yeah, but you're saying...
What I'm saying is right as I talk about not having something, I immediately find it.
You know you're manifesting your destiny.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Steph,
It's a good call.
this is a problem that Gavin and I talk about a lot, is
Right.
that we are both very lucky to be dating ladies that play video games a lot.
Sure.
The problem being is that we don't play the same kinds of video games.
I mean, we have the same.
Maybe you should
same
play
thing in my
better video
relationship.
games.
I
Is
would
that
say.
right?
Yeah.
But the thing that surprised me too is you and I play a game that we don't know why Ashley hasn't played it because she would love it. And we don't know why you haven't played Witcher.
I don't know why I haven't played Witcher.
But what is the reason? There must be something.
I
It
feel like
takes every- it
I
takes
feel like you're
every box.
intimidated by the size of it.
Nah,
I ate that pancake already.
She
Don't
can
worry.
hang.
It's pretty big.
So wait, who's not played Witcher?
Me.
Ashley hasn't played the Witcher.
So Dan has been trying to get me to play... Not that I'm in a relationship with Dan, although he's lovely.
Kind of.
Was he
You
in
are a
town
little.
recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to see him.
You didn't see Dan?
Is he still here? I was in Australia.
No, he left. He's back next week, though.
Dang it. Okay, cool. I'll say hi.
So how are we going to get her to play Witcher? What's it going to take?
I've said
Well,
that.
just sit down with me and I will start it. That's all
yeah,
it takes.
you just need to start it before I leave. If we make that commitment together,
It's a bad start to a game, though, because you bugger about with some small girl, and then you play an annoying card game, and then you have to fight a griffin. And I never fought it because I was too busy, people telling me about Gwent. And it's like, let me fight and kill stuff.
you can ignore all the Gwent stuff because they have a standalone game now. So if you want to ignore that, you can. It is honestly, in my opinion, the greatest game ever made. But also because we like so much of the same fantasy fiction, and we have very similar tastes in kind of authentic medieval fantasy. This game really encapsulates that so
Yes,
perfectly.
you guys are very much in line in that regard.
Yeah.
which
It's actually
surprises me.
it's very difficult for us to recommend things to each other because we've already played or watched or read
That's
whatever
why
the other
Witcher
thing
is a crazy
I
standout.
know.
We'll play the first hour
Chocolate.
together.
Okay.
I'll talk you through it. I'll try not to be that person who's like, this bit's awesome.
Can you record that so I can take the video and then have it coach me through the game as well?
Sure.
'Cause otherwise I'll never play it.
Gabby, you should come over.
Gav, there's and Ashley appreciates this, a bunch of nudity, just like Altered Carbon.
Oh no, the nudity I've seen.
It's also equal.
the nudity in The Witcher. Of course, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's equal opportunity nudity, which I like. You know, you're talking about like boobs versus like peen in TV shows and stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty equal, more or less.
Do you think Australian cinema has better ratios, or is it still off?
I feel like Australia does more with kind of art house cinema and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'd say maybe. Well, not really.
No,
But
it's-
that being said, I feel like I think we're so used to seeing boobs on TV that we're sort of like we're desensitized to them now. When I see a peen on TV, I'm always like, oh god.
Hey,
That's the fun part. I'm like, whoa! It's an event. It's an occasion. Like boobs are all over the
But
place.
sometimes you get
but
weird.
it seems more confronting, doesn't it?
There's
you
a
like
weird
boobs too?
contrast in that Game of Thrones
Well, who
episode.
doesn't like boobs?
There's a Game of Thrones where it's like, yeah, lovely tits all around, and then
And then look at Dom.
as you do.
and then it's like, oh, I got warts on my dick, and he's like smushing his ugly penis.
There was
around.
one
It's like,
scene on
that's
Game
not
of Thrones
good
where
dick.
he just took out his penis to pee as well. It was this very functional scene of just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just,
It's
he
never
just
done in
needed
a
to pee,
sexy
and we
way.
got a close-up shot of that for some reason.
I've noticed in Australia, I don't know if maybe I was just picking up on this or if it's an actual fact, but I feel like people there dress a lot more scantily clad.
Well, it's because you always go in the summer.
You could go in the
it's
summer.
very hot,
Also,
yeah.
people tend to be like the bar of good looking.
Oh, yeah, everyone is a supermodel.
And Australia's like up there.
Everyone's a supermodel.
Plus, we
there.
all live on the coast, so the beach is always an option at
Yeah.
some point in the day. So maybe people are just thinking ahead.
They're always prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just I don't know. I was walking around there and I was like, man, everyone is really good looking, really in shape, and not wearing a lot of clothes. I like this place.
Yeah.
how many-
If you
how
go to
many
Bondi
people-
Beach,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Oh.
nuts.
Once you get in that level of shape, you're doing yourself and everyone else a disservice if you wear too many clothes.
Yes.
Like, we have whipped cream and strawberries if you want to add that right here.
Like,
And then
you
I
worked
gotta
for
flip
that.
the
Gavin's
robot.
face is done.
Cody, I'm gonna give you this. Was Ben wanted it, right? Yeah, you got to.
How many people in society actually live in the middle of Australia?
Not Very
Like-
many. I think if you look at kind of like a population map, it is literally like all around the edges, and then this like middle of Australia is pretty much just desert.
And Alice Springs is like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle. So you
But
have
do
kind
people
of a small
live there, or is that
community
just a
there,
place people go?
and people live there, but not very many.
Not a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think
crazy.
And there
I
are
think
some
it's
kind of
kinda
like
Canada.
indigenous tribes and stuff around that area and stuff as well.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the thing with Canada is, Barb, what percentage is it of people in Canada who live within like 100 miles of the U.S. border?
90% of Canada's population lives within 100 miles of the border of the U.S.
Yeah, I think it's similar. Like 95% of the Australian population is within like 100 miles of the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Anywhere else? Oh, so Gavin's little moniker.
Oh, look at my little quiff.
What happened to your
I
nose?
love it.
What happened to everything?
I can still tell that it's him.
Does it look better that way or the other way?
Let's see it. Give it all flipper, bro.
Careful of my
You
chin.
lost a thing.
Oh, I look like a zombie.
Yeah, you do.
Put me back the other way. Kill me.
Let's get it on a. Do you have a plate?
Oh, God.
We still have the dong one. We could make a really funny scene with this.
Oh yeah, just just paint it over it.
That's right.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Ooh, that's
We've just got
Wow.
a good pancake come up.
that is way too fancy.
That's like it almost looks like a bagel.
It does.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, you're kind of making us all look bad.
Steph, you would take a picture of that.
I would.
What's that white
But you
stuff?
would smoosh it
And you
before I
would
got the
mush it,
picture
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Mush.
What's that white? Is that white stuff like powdered sugar?
It looks like it, yeah.
looks good.
That makes it real nice.
All
That's
right.
like
I think we're
that's like the
fine.
brunch level pancake when you once you start putting powdered sugar on
You got it
it.
ready? Is it in?
It's not in yet.
Okay, we're gonna load up the community pancake.
Okay, you can't hear them, but
community.
Bernie is having an argument
Community pancake.
about
Not an
pancake
argument,
butt.
Technical discussion.
Okay.
So the top plate here is really gross. Oh my god, I'm gonna knock
Do you need
something
help?
over. No, it's just I got a lot to do.
Are you
Yes,
stressed?
I could probably use some help.
Hey, did
do
you-
the next ad read?
did you
Ashley, do the
check
next ad read.
Yeah, I
Twitter?
can do the next. Yeah, where is it?
Can you send it to Ashley on her phone?
Yes.
I mean on email.
Let me check Twitter.
What's the
Unresponsible. I
hashtag?
got this. Hold on. Face.
Hashtag RT
Here you go.
podcast.
Who wants the Gavin? Do you want the Gavin one?
I'll have a nib.
Yeah. Bring it home to Meg. She'll.
A lot of people are saying someone should flip Gavin before he burns.
Too late.
Is that what?
All right,
Someone
so-
wants a dick butt pancake. I don't blame
Dick
them.
butt would be great.
Dick butt would be
Dick
great.
Butt's a wonderful idea.
No, I don't think it's our. It's not our IP though. So I'd be worried about it.
You can't print someone else's IP in pancake
Sure
form?
can. There might be like a filter in there, like a DMCA
Oh, why
thing.
do we do some Ruby things?
Oh,
We
that'd
should
been
do
smart.
Some Ruby
Oh,
emblems.
shit. Print money.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, while Bernie is making some pancakes, I would like to remind everyone that this podcast is sponsored by Casper. This episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Casper. Casper is a sleep brand that continues to revolutionize its line of products to create an exceptionally comfortable sleep experience one night at a time. You're invited to take advantage of Casper's competitive limited time President's Day offer. Is that the right one? For the first time ever, Casper has 3 mattress lines to choose from: the original Casper, the Innovate Wave, and the Streamlined Essential. Casper isn't just a mattress company. They also offer sheets, pillows, bed frames, and even dog beds. So everyone in the family sleeps comfier than ever before. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated without back pain. That's where Casper comes in. For a limited time, visit casper.com/savings to receive up to $200 off your purchase of $2,000 or more. This special offer expires February 20th, 2018. See casper.com/terms for more details. Terms and conditions apply. That's $200 off your purchase of $2,000 or more by going to casper.com/savings. This special offer expires February 20th, 2018. So don't wait. We've got Casper at home. I like it. It's cool. My favorite thing is
Okay.
the box that it came in.
I missed my Casper mattress so much when I was in
So Steph,
Australia.
you'll be upset to know this.
Why?
The Casper mattress was going to go in our guest room, and she hijacked it.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You took it for the main room? The master?
Oh.
Look, you know what? I have no excuse.
So what am I sleeping on? Some kind of just pleb,
Just
no,
some other
no-name
some other mattress, whatever we could find in an alley.
Sold trash
pleb.
bags with a sheet pulled over it. No big deal. So anything about Austin or anything about Texas that you've discovered? Any revelations about your travels in the U.S.?
I wasn't expecting like such a cool hipster vibe here.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Have you ever been before?
No, never.
Oh.
It's first time. So I
Not
love
many
the
people
whole kind
travel to
of
Austin, though.
keep Austin weird ethos, and I just love how all of the houses are kind of, you've got a mix of really old kind of hippie houses next to these amazingly new modern built houses, and it feels like a city with a lot of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you also find that in like a lot of different restaurants and bars of like different furniture everywhere and like old Christmas lights and everything. There's like a weird juxtaposition of new and old in pretty much every place you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But-
Shabby chic is a big deal here.
It's
You don't call
cool.
them Christmas lights. You
Sorry.
call them
Fairy lights.
fairy lights.
fairy lights.
Also, like cotton candy,
The little
fairy
tiny-
floss.
Twinkle ones?
Yeah.
Little, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like little
Fairy
ones.
floss.
They were pretty amazed to see that fairy lights were everywhere around here.
That's my favorite thing about Austin.
Me too.
I like that
I
as
moved
well.
here and it makes everything seem kind of fairy tale-ish, and it makes the summers just like you can go out and there's these lights strung between trees, and you just sit out there and go, and that's everywhere.
And you
They're
get the little green bugs.
little green
fireflies.
bugs. Fireflies are so cool.
But
I
those
love
have been
So
around
cool.
forever. But I mean, those seem like they're relatively new to Austin, like the last 5 years.
What do you think? They just like
I don't know.
migrated?
Or we moved. I never lived as close to the river as we do now, and where we lived before, because that neighborhood we took you through, where there's like we took you through the Zilker Park neighborhood, where it's either houses that were built in 1930 and it's an old school Austin hippie who's owned it forever, and then right next to it is some cubic modern house, you know, that you
Yeah.
don't even know how to get inside
Yeah.
of, and
It's
it's
built out of shipping containers.
yeah, or something like that. And it was like they bought somebody else's house and demolished it. And there's these old like holdout hippies that are like, I'm not moving, you know.
We really like the Alamo theaters as well. Are really nice. The
Alamo
like,
Draft House?
yeah. We have something like that at home where you can like where they bring your food to a little table that you have while you're eating and everything, but it costs twice as much for the
Yeah,
privilege.
Here it's pretty fairly priced.
They have great milkshakes too.
Yeah.
Bloody love them.
Went to see another Master
Didn't
Pancake
recommend the
show.
milkshakes. That was a bad idea.
Well, we're going back, so
Yeah.
now I know.
I like the old choc chip cookie shake. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I like the salted caramel shake. Although I think
salted
they've
caramel-
changed.
Yeah, you wanna
I think
go?
they've changed it. What to the theater?
No, you want to fight about it? Best shake at Alamo.
They also come with those monster
Okay. I'll fight.
straws. They're like garden hoses,
Yeah.
which is
I had a burger at the Alamo Draft House for the first time the other day. I had never eaten a burger there before, and they're phenomenal.
I just don't like eating a burger in the dark. It's all juicy and it goes down my sleeves.
It's just a sandwich.
Be careful.
See, the thing with a lot of that food is I like the idea of the food being brought to me, and I'll order a bunch of food so that someone will bring me food.
But you want it fed to you.
Well, yes, that would be nice too, but I have to take a tip extra for that. But mostly the food's average.
It's pretty subpar.
I feel like the
It's
one we
like-
have back home, they bring it out to its like specific times if you request it as well. So you can be like, okay, can you bring this out at the first half of the movie, and then like halfway through, can I have like nachos, and then right before the end, can you bring my sundae, please?
Yeah, like, but then can you bring this during the big twist?
Yeah. But then you start to get really anxious because you know you've booked things for certain times, so it's hard to focus on the movie. 'Cause
Oh,
I see,
yeah.
like Sunday's going past, and I'm like, where's my Sunday? I
Often
ordered it
I'll
for
get
this
the
time.
food before the movie even starts and finish the food before the movie even starts.
How
and then-
early you get into a movie?
just like 15 minutes, but depending on what it is, sometimes they'll come right
You
before
can
like
get
when
through
it's
like a
starting.
massive popcorn in 15 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
Alamo, you can do it too because they have really cool pre-rolls before the movies. They custom make them for each movie, and some of the footage they find is amazing.
Yeah.
Especially for Marvel movies, they'll have a Spider-Man that was made in every country, in Italy, in
Yeah.
India.
There's even some movies like the Hitman movie, the bad one that came out. They used a bunch of our Achievement Hunter Hitman videos.
Okay, I don't think you need to
previews.
say
All
that
right.
it was a bad movie. Is this the one with the dude with the cheekbones?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
He was in
Dude with the cheek.
Justified.
You're gonna have to name something I've heard of.
He was in The Girl Next Door about the dude, the kid who moves in next to a porn star.
I'm bowing out.
Timothy Olyphant.
No, that was the first one.
Okay, so there.
That was,
Wait, has
wasn't
there
the
another
kid
one
in
come out
that.
since
That
then?
was the other kid. who
still
got
don't know
There
who
were
that
two
is.
Hitman movies. One was
You'd recognize him. He's in Go as well.
one was appalling
really
and one
distinct looking.
sucked.
Oh well, I'm glad they were so different. Wait, what?
We're talking about Oliphant.
I didn't know who it was.
He was in Go.
He's also in what?
With all the achievement hunters?
Go. The movie Go. You remember that
seen that
movie?
movie.
No, it's the early movie. Right, in all their careers, I think Katie Holmes was in it. Too?
It was a
I
good
think
movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's like the kids go to a rave and it's like a bunch of different stories told at once. It was like post Pulp Fiction where they try to have a bunch of different stories and they all kind of tie up. I can't remember how he did this. This looks like a plain pancake and a plain pancake, and then I think I have a chocolate one here, or maybe they're just two plain pancakes.
Get your pancakes.
So come get a pancake if you'd like one.
Do you like
you go.
cooking or is this stressing you out?
No, I do want to talk about something though, based on what you said for Hitman, since we have so many gaming authorities here, Hex
Yes,
included.
authorities.
What is the best video game movie? Like obviously comic book movies are huge right now.
Super Mario Bros.
They're doing. Oh, get the hell out of here! Why? Because it's so
best
bad.
The
comic
worst
book
one ever.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I
think it was
honestly
sarcasm.
like. I would probably go with something like Tomb Raider, just because it's It's adaptable material.
I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like,
It's gotta
and
be
it's
Tomb
not
Raider,
even
right?
like I think Tomb Raider was that good a movie. I just think we've just had a lot of bad video game movies. So Tomb Raider is kind of at the top
Alfredo,
of the
what are you
list.
doing here?
He's coming to get pancakes.
Why'd you never go home?
I just wrapped up editing.
He's a hard worker.
It's hard to edit in that room.
I felt bad. We were like bumping into your chair while you were trying to edit today.
I have my headphones on. It's like, move on. Like,
I did throw.
Oh, here. Can we get him do you want to hand him the mic?
I threw a moonball.
Yeah, you guys want to hand him the mic?
Those are nice glasses,
Alfredo,
Alfredo.
say everything you just said again.
Oh yeah. No, I was here. I was working still.
Hey, let me ask you a question, because you're known as our PUBG guy, or a lot of things, but currently PUBG's.
I dabble.
You're good.
Dapple.
Fortnite
Yes.
took over PUBG as the #1 viewed game on Twitch,
Fortnite.
which I'm fascinated by because Fortnite was in development for how long? Steph, was like 7 years, 6 years. Ash.
Yeah.
It was long. It was at least 5.
Like
And I,
Cliffy D
and
was,
I think they only added the battle royale sort of situation.
Yeah, they
like,
shift
right at the
gears
end.
completely.
right. I heard about this game for years and years. They never once mentioned battle royale as part of this game. PUBG comes
It
out.
wasn't.
It takes off. And it's just weird to think that they were developing this game for 6 years. They had no idea that another game was going to be developed that would make their game a success.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say that.
And what's crazy is that, well, I think you play too, and Gus, we played the original Fortnite in like 2012 or something at one of
Right.
the PAXs.
Co-op
and
horde
it
mode thing.
didn't change that much between then and when it came out. But then the change from when it came out to the Battle Royale mode, completely different.
And it was like a week and a half.
Yeah, and I was like, did it just adapt that easy, or did they have that plan the whole time?
They didn't, because they when they announced it, they even said in their release about it, basically, that, hey, we played Battlegrounds and we were like, we really like this game and it's cool and we think we could do this, and so we did, and here it is.
Well, they released Fortnite.
It's a really unique thing in media. And now it's more popular, maybe not by players, but by people watching it. It's more
very
popular than
popular.
PUBG.
Well, I mean, as far as players go, they did announce that it had passed 30 million, I think, but it's also free to play. So whereas
It's also
PUBG,
good on a console.
that
Yeah.
too.
That is
So whereas
also very true.
PUBG's like there's that barrier to entry. Fortnite, you can just be like, oh, I don't want to drop $30, but I can play the free version easy, whatever.
How much longevity do you think like the battle royale mode has really? Though?
I think every presentation at E3 next year is going to have like 2 or 3 battle royale games.
And
in
also,
it.
it's to the point where they can update one tiny thing. It's a huge deal. It's like,
It's new
hey,
horde mode.
you can jump through windows now.
That's
And everyone's
true.
like, oh, shit.
New horde
Yeah, I
mode
was
is a
looking
good
for that
point.
new little thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be as many standalones. I think it'll just become a mode that other games have already.
Yeah.
Like, although the Stalker developers just announced horde mode. There's a leak saying that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have a horde mode, battle royale mode.
Well, I could
It's
see
just like it's gonna be
companies
in
like
everything.
Ubisoft,
Ubisoft, I think, already
Ghost
said they're
Recon
going
or
to.
something like easily to like a horde
What
mode.
is that? Let's see it.
It looks like potato.
Wait, did we get
What is
that-
that?
did we get the-
Jack Potato.
Is it, who is it? Is Jack Tilla? Who is it? What is it?
It looks like something.
Actually, now I see
Yeah.
It's my smug
It makes
face.
sense now.
Here, I got it. Oh, there you go.
I can actually see it now.
Good, right?
These are good. They're fluffy,
It's even dark down where the beard
delightful.
All right,
Oh
Hutch,
my
do that.
god, it's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah, do it again.
Oh, it's not making me.
So, Steph, you think we're going to reach a point where video game movies are as mainstream and as high quality as comic book movies are? Because comics languished in this territory for decades as well, and then they busted out.
I think they'll get there. I think it's just no one really knows how to make it yet to a standard that will appease the like fans of the game, and then the audience just have no clue. Because I think that's the biggest challenge, right? Is you want it to be a film that appeals to people who have no idea about the game and don't know anything about it, as much as it appeals to the people who are, very well versed with the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they struggle with the most.
I think another thing they're going to struggle with is, honestly, I think games are the superior experience. Like reading a comic and then you see it in the movie's better. The movie's like everything's in motion and it's cooler. Basically, to go from video games to movies, you strip out the interactive part where you participate, right?
And you kind of don't want to just make it a whole thing of references, right? So that people playing the game are like, oh yeah, that's the thing that you do in the game or what have you. You want it to kind of enhance or expand on the experience a bit more and make it different or better in the gaming experience in a different way.
But everyone always says that video game movies are bad, but it also is their shit the other way. And when they make a video game of a movie,
True.
it's dog shit.
They can be, although unless they're Lego.
But I think
If
also
they're
that-
Lego, they're
I think
great.
that's
But
a
what
lot of that
movie-
is the production times as well, though, because they start developing a movie and then they throw it to a studio and be like, okay, we want this to release at the same time, and the developers are kind of forced into
quickly make a game.
quickly churning it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was talking about this on Facebook. I'm outing myself as using Facebook here. One of my friends from high school who doesn't keep up with this stuff, she was like, can someone please explain to me why this Deadpool character is so different in the X-Men movie versus in his own movie? Because her family liked the Deadpool movie. Then they heard he was in one of the Wolverine movies, I think.
Yeah, X-Men Origins.
Yeah, they went back and watched.
It was
like,
Ryan
what?
Reynolds too, wasn't it?
What the fuck is
It
this?
was.
She
They
was
messed
very
him up.
confused by that. She didn't know how that could be.
They took out his mouth. How do you do that? That's like
And they
the
cut
pinnacle
his-
of what Deadpool is, and then just shut him up by
They cut his
sewing
head
him
off
up.
too, didn't they? Didn't they like decapitate him in there?
Spoiler alert.
Didn't they
yes.
they gave him sword arms too? He was looking like a Mortal Kombat character.
It was weird. I
Yeah.
know exactly what character.
Pancake,
you're talking
anybody?
about. All right,
Pancake?
I'm gonna enjoy my pancake. Thank you guys.
All right, Alfredo, good to see you, man.
Bye, Alfredo.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Alfredo. So, are you gonna start playing Fortnite?
Why did you talk to him while he's leaving? He was sad the whole time.
We're debating on doing our next Get Good on it,
Uh-huh.
but we all kind of like don't like the building aspect of it, so we'll see.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Thanks, Alfredo.
Stay tuned.
You ever played The Witcher, Alfredo?
No, but Steph, how do you feel about the Witcher Netflix series? That's based off the book material, though, right?
Where's the Halo Steven Spielberg series? They keep talking about these things.
I'm super excited about it because for me, I think when you're a real fan of something, as protective as you are of the property, you just want to consume as much of it as possible. So, I mean, I'm excited about it, but then I heard there was a rumor going around that it was going to be directed by Sam Raimi, who did like Hercules and Xena and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay, first of all, though, this might be a difference. Please don't come for Xena.
What? Okay.
Don't come for
I
her.
didn't realize I was doing this. Just
I love her.
no, I mean, I mean, I loved those shows growing up, but I feel like they're from another time.
Wasn't he also Joxer the Mighty?
He was Joxer, yeah.
Yeah.
I will challenge your concern, though, by saying that I remember very distinctly when they announced they were going to make a high-budget trilogy from the Lord of the Rings books. And I was like, yes! And they said, and Peter Jackson's going to direct it. And I went, who? Because I knew his movies. And,
Yeah,
and
right.
nothing he had before that indicated in any way that
Bad
he could...
Taste was a masterpiece.
Oh, my favorite was actually Dead Alive or Brain Dead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
original Kiwi title. And I loved his stuff, but I was like, I know this director. He's not gonna be able to pull off a Lord of the Rings movie. Those are like serious books, and this guy's like super campy, over the top gore stuff. He has a whole movie called Meet the Feebles, which is about dirty puppets. It's like the Muppet Show backstage, and they're all like doing drugs,
Fucking each
sleeping
other?
with each other.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, it's his early stuff's really fucking weird.
I had no idea.
Yeah. But then he did the Kate Winslet movie. Was it Beautiful Creatures? Is that what it was?
Sounds right.
Yeah. And I think that's what kind of like leapfrogged him in doing. So
Yeah.
Sam Raimi did do Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I should probably give him the benefit of the doubt, I guess. I mean, as long as it's really kind of gritty and like authentic to the truth.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
adaptations of anything can go pretty much either way, depending on like what do they keep in, what do they take out, because you can't keep all the material. You got to build it something in the world. Like we've been watching Altered Carbon,
Yeah.
and the book's awesome. The book is like really evocative and really cool, and they kept all of the right things from that, like the boobs and the dongs and the naked and the being fit. But they built out the world in a way that is really cool and really makes sense. And the stuff they changed, I was like, I get this.
How do you feel about the casting of the main character, though?
So, I mean,
Joel Kinnaman.
Joel Kinnaman. So he's the dude. He was in Suicide Squad. He was the new RoboCop.
Which is kind of very similar to Altered Carbon's like first episode.
He was also in
Yeah,
The
I
Killing,
feel like
think, the
they were like,
Canadian
who
version.
can we get who has really great abs and a completely wooden presentation? And they were like, oh,
Gosh.
we'll get that guy. We'll get Joel Kinnaman. But the main actor is played by a couple of actors because he's actually in the wrong body.
Yeah.
And so there's also an
Takeshi
Asian.
Kovacs.
Yeah, Takeshi Kovacs. He's Japanese Slavic, but he ends up in this white dude. There's a whole bunch of things online, people writing op-eds about how it's problematic that he was whitewashed. Not the case.
When does it, because you guys have read the books, right? Is that right?
I have not.
Yo.
No.
So when does it take place? Because all I know is it starts 250 years later than the last time he was alive.
So that's a bit of a change from the books, but it's basically just really, really, really far in the future. They don't
Right.
specify exactly, but
Done.
like Earth is like old and busted.
Oh, it's already old and busted.
And so the idea
Thanks,
that he's
Trump.
back here is like very quaint.
I feel like it would have been interesting if we had seen him change sleeves multiple times throughout the series, and then you would have had to like cast multiple different actors in that same role, trying to keep some element of cohesion in their mannerisms or something like that.
Yeah,
That would have
there
been
are
cool.
some smaller parts in it that are where like one
This pancake machine
my.
is cracking me.
where like one actor will end up playing multiple roles because it's different people getting sleeved into this body.
Yeah.
And it's actually really cool to see.
Yeah.
But I think that they've handled it really well. And it's the kind of thing where they can theoretically recast the main role anytime they want.
Yeah. I mean, I think the there's no word yet on casting for The Witcher, but I think a lot of people reckon Mads Mikkelsen would be good. I think
he Nicol-
Mads Mikkelsen,
great.
yeah, that's a good choice.
I think Nikolai Coster-Waldau would be great though. He plays Jaime Lannister.
He
Yeah.
would be
He'd be a
dope
good
as well.
Geralt.
That's
He's my
sexy
pick.
Geralt right there.
Who's your favorite Game of Thrones character? This is a really important question.
I mean, I think it's. I always get most excited about the Daenerys storyline and the Arya storyline. So those are my two favorites.
What?
Arya, really?
Yeah.
Daenerys had such a... Not this season, the season before, it was just boring.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest flaw of both the books and the show is that you have to move through so much time and so much logistics.
Yeah.
Like
And
a lot
so
of
many
the
different
show is just
storylines.
like political meetings and
What do we have
Can
up
we get a
there?
shot of this? I like this.
What are you doing?
Wow.
Getting creative. Barbie, you never looked more beautiful.
It's like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, so mine is Jaime Lannister.
yeah.
And,
Okay. Cool.
But I never knew the name of the guy for a long time. In fact, I just found this picture, and do you remember what I used to call him? Nicholas, what is it?
Coster-Waldau.
Flurgan, Hergen?
I always want to say Nicholas Walder Frey, and that's not right. And what we used to call him? Remember?
Florgan Heckengard or something.
Schmorgan Heckengard.
No, remember
We used to call him Schmorgan Heckengard, and then somebody from the audience went to a convention where he was doing signings and had him sign his photo as Schmorgan Heckengard.
Which I feel bad about now.
It was Dominic, I think, that did it.
Oh, it was
right?
Dom?
Yeah.
Oh, Dom.
He explained the whole thing to him, and he's like, "Sure, what the hell, Schmorgan Heckengard."
It's unique, that's for sure.
So I found it. I found it was in the in stage 2, the framed photo of Schmorgan. So I want to put it in the bus if I can. All right,
To my
give me
biggest fan, Schmorgan Heckengard.
Have we retired the pancake bot?
We
yeah,
got one
we're
more?
going with Pancake Bot. That
One
was it.
more?
Barbara was the coup de grace.
Okay.
You want to see you?
Nah.
You never wanted to eat your own head?
No, I don't want to eat my own head. Thanks, though.
You don't know what you're missing.
How do you guys feel about the Game of Thrones showrunners?
Hold on,
Am
get
I okay
one-
on audio?
Get
By
one
the
more
way?
shot of that. Private eyes.
How do they feel about the
and
Game of Thrones
watch it.
showrunners doing Star Wars? Doing like what? 18
No, I've
Star
gone
Wars movies?
cross-eyed.
Man, there's how many Star Wars movies are planned now? So there's those guys. Ryan Johnson's doing his trilogy. Solo's about to come out. By the way, I actually kind of dug the trailer for that. I'm kind of now instead of being like terrified of what Solo is going to be, I'm like maybe it'll
I
be
saw
okay.
Andy and Blaine getting into it on Twitter. They were having a bit of a fight.
Well, was it about
about-
that though, or was it about they feel like there's
It's
too
about
many
the
Star Wars
frequency
movies?
of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then Andy was getting all defensive.
Wait, who was on which side?
What I don't remember. One of them was like they're coming out too often, and I like don't have enough time to build up new excitement. And the other one was like I love them. I don't remember how it went. I may have just glanced it.
I'm really surprised to be at a point in my life where I am now thinking, I hope they make less Star Wars movies. I never thought I would reach that point in my life.
Because is there Solo this year? Is there another one this year?
No, it goes Solo this year, and then I think next year is episode 9.
Episode
What-
9. Because
but
they're
what
And then there's an Obi-Wan movie in development.
What does that mean though? That you can't watch one Star Wars movie per year?
I don't know. I guess I got used to them coming out like once or twice a decade. And that was, the gaps made me build up the anticipation for it.
So it's all about anticipate. You're saying the actual movies aren't any good. It's your excitement that you need, and because there's not enough time for you to build the
Well,
I
excitement
grew up a
back.
Star Wars kid. I just got fatigue at this point, I think, which is weird because it happened all at once. Although, when you and I first met, we were supposed to go see episode 3 together.
Yep.
And then you, for some reason, went and saw it that morning, even though we had plans to go see it.
Text me back for once.
Fucking Christ.
Oh.
It says, wait, hold on.
He's not
Gavin's
wrong.
saying that?
Well, I'm
Gavin, you're like
medium.
you're the
Answer the
king
question,
of,
Gavin.
You're the king of ghosting.
I'm medium
on
at
text.
texting, right? That guy is trash, awful.
Hey, you
The
know what?
worst.
You both
No,
are fine.
I am trash awful. He's constantly getting after me to text back.
She's really bad.
He's
dude.
responsive.
I feel like you always text me back.
Well, that's because I like you.
Wait a minute.
What does that say about me? How dare you?
You're just not giving me enough time to build up the hype.
Well, maybe you should watch
I feel
Altered
like we're
Carbon
just
with
getting too
Gavin.
many.
Texting like at least once a day. You need the entire day to build up the excitement.
Right,
for the
like
next
there's
text.
just not enough. There's just not enough a gap there to really get excited about.
Burnie likes texting back if you're doing a running joke. Like, we texted the word pancakes spelt differently, different iterations of pancakes today, probably 4 or 5 times.
It was like 15 minutes of my day today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
But you
random.
both have jobs here.
Yeah, but this is part of it. It's research for the podcast today.
It did take up a lot of time and energy.
It's just really stupid stuff. Yeah. Or getting each other to somehow see each other's middle fingers. That's the thing. That's our version of this. You know, people play that game where they go like this.
Where did that originate for you?
I don't
Is
know.
it
High school?
You're supposed to look at it?
You're
You're
supposed
supposed
to
to try to
look
get
at
people
it.
to look at
Has
it,
to be
like
below the
real
waist,
subtle?
though. You can't just do that in someone's face.
Because you're trying to make them what? Why?
and then
You
you
need to
punch
punch
them.
What? Is
But
that,
you
is
can
that
also
new?
shag it with your own finger, and then you cancel it out apparently. Which
Well, you
I
can
didn't know
punch
that.
them.
Oh, you get to punch them?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that rule.
I think it was even a penalty with the way I learned it, where you punch them twice because you're not supposed to be able to let them catch you doing it.
There's also the game, where if you think about the game, you lost
Oh
the game.
no, I hate the game.
You know the game.
Well, we all
Yeah.
just lost
I love
it.
how
Thanks.
that has, like, crossed countries.
Yeah, it's a.
Like, it's in Canada, US, Australia.
oh,
Can you
know what's-
opt out of the game?
Just like the English language.
While you say that, I'm fascinated by this. So, did you have a Nintendo Entertainment System? Were those big in Australia?
Yeah, they were. I didn't have one personally. My parents were like heaps anti-video games growing up.
Oh,
so
really?
I got in kind of late.
When
but-
did you discover it?
I mean, the first game I ever really got hooked on was a MUD. Like
Really?
like a multi-user dungeon.
Yeah.
Oh, what was
Yeah.
it?
It was called Lensmore. It was awesome. Yeah, and so I played that because my parents, like, it had no graphics or anything. It was all just like color text and stuff, and I just played in a little MUD client, and my parents were like, "Oh, yeah, it's homework," and I was like, but so yeah, it was
on you.
that, and then I had like a PC and an Xbox and that kind of stuff.
So, not even having had a Nintendo Entertainment System, let me ask you this. Let's say you're in a situation where you're using a Nintendo Entertainment System. It's 1989 or whatever. You're using it. The cartridge doesn't work. What do you do to try to make the cartridge work?
Oh, you blow on it.
Right. And that's pre-internet.
Yeah.
How did that information spread all the way across an ocean to Australia?
'Cause you're getting
where
the dirt
every
off.
kid in the world knew to blow on the cartridge.
Yeah, I think it just gets like dusty. I think you kind of, it's a.
But didn't that...
It was like a meme,
it's like
though.
everyone
wrong.
knows your old CRT TVs, you could smack them and just try and make them work. If you were like
Did that work?
percussive,
Oh, yeah.
percussive
That
maintenance.
Well, I
absolutely
feel like
works.
any analog connection, it's maybe dust is the problem. You blow
But
on
it was like a meme level thing of blowing on a Nintendo cartridge.
I
Like,
don't know if it was
either-
a meme thing or just something that every kid did.
But every kid knew how to do it. But I had a kid in my neighborhood who figured out if you took quarters and stacked them up and put them between the cartridge and the case to push it down, then it worked perfectly fine.
I think we got to a point
That
where
information
we were,
didn't spread
See,
at
I
all.
feel like I
It was that lousy
discovered-
spring that went bad.
Oh,
That when you
okay.
push it down, it clicks. Yeah, that went bad. One of my first drones I ever got, I was super careful with it. I put the memory card in flipped wrong and then tried to pull it out and I heard something catch. And that spring that holds the memory card in, just the smallest, most insignificant, inexpensive part in this entire thing broke on the inside. And then I couldn't put a memory card in. So I had to like push the memory card in and then duct tape it. It was kind of took the shine
that's the
off of it.
worst.
Maybe that's not a bad thing though, considering how the drones usually work out.
In Australia, what color was the Super Nintendo? Was it the weird gray American one, or was it the Japanese?
No, it was like it was the gray American one. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
What'd you have?
well, which is weird because
We had the Famicom, the Super Famicom, but with all the colored, the blue, red, yellow, green. But
Okay.
it was
yeah,
called the Super Nintendo.
someone sent us the mini SNES from Australia, and it's the cute European version,
Oh,
the European Japanese version
all right.
with the colors.
Oh well, maybe it is.
I didn't realize
I-
for so long that they had made different versions, and I felt left out.
But by the way, that
This
thing,
was way cuter.
Do you feel like you wish it had been called the Famicom? There's something about saying Famicom that I think is really cute.
Famicom.
Famicom. But those Nintendo little hardware bits that you guys both went nuts over, and I could not have cared less about. I almost caught myself there. That's the reason, though. That's one of the most recent motivators for me buying the blowtorch, because I knew it was a limited edition hardware item.
You want to torch them?
No, those always go up in value. Like you could have sold those. We got some Nintendo ones. We got them as a gift from GameStop because we hosted an event for them in Las Vegas. And I was like, we should sell these on eBay. It's like, it's a gift from GameStop. You can't sell it on eBay. Because people are like paying $400 for these things.
It's a cute little thing, even if you don't use it. It looks nice.
Yeah, I know, but this flamethrower, I think I'm gonna make money on this flamethrower, dude.
Are you going to sell it?
Yeah, I think so. You want to buy it? We'll talk afterwards. But I'm telling you, when I put this thing up for sale, I hope nobody in the audience buys it because I don't think it's going to be worth it. Let some other sucker chump take his money.
You're going to sell it without even trying it.
That's the whole point. I got to sell it before they come out and everyone realizes, oh, you suckers that bought these blowtorches. I'm going to sell my rights.
How limited were they?
$500?
No, how limited?
20,000?
20,000 of them?
Yeah.
Look, if it didn't sell out in one day, it's not that.
They're already going for $3,000 on eBay.
In a couple of years. Oh, whoa.
Now we're talking, right? Now you're listening. There we go.
Now I am listening.
There we go. Do you want
Brittany,
to
are
buy
they
still
blowtorch?
on sale?
I'll sell it to you, Barbara, for like
Blowtorch
$2,000.
You're getting into blowtorch futures?
Yeah, I should have
the
bought
new Wall
50.
Street.
Were you one of those people who bought Beanie Babies as a kid thinking they'd be worth a lot more?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Did you really? How many do you have?
I have like 80 Beanie Babies.
Jesus.
What?
Because everyone knew I liked them, so I would always get them as gifts as a kid. So I just collected Beanie Babies thinking like, oh, these are going to be worth 10 times as much when I'm older.
Yeah, Meg has a shitload, and the cat then hunts them and delivers them to our door.
I still love one of my
Are they
favorite
escaping?
images in the history of the internet is that ultra 90s photo where the couple's getting divorced and their number one asset was Beanie Babies.
Beanie
So they
Babies.
brought them all into the court and they're divvying them up one by one in divorce court.
Oh my God.
It's two adults kneeling in like over these stuffed animals.
The
All
cats
right,
were my
quick
favorite.
fire question. You have to answer immediately.
Go ahead.
Cutest Beanie Baby.
The blue elephant.
You gotta know its name.
I don't-
Beanie Baby has a name.
I don't know any of their names. Squidge. I don't know any of their names. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there's
them.
the-
Look at that.
Is that what
Those
please-
are adults.
Find the
Oh,
Squidge
wow.
Beanie Baby.
That's
And
no
dude-
different to separating miles in a divorce, and that's apparently something that everyone does in
But no,
divorce.
no,
now.
no,
I thought you were
Separate
talking
the
about Miles Luna.
And I hate to
gets
call
miles?
anybody
Like,
out.
how are you going to separate Miles out?
That dude, it's like, dude, you're in court. You're in a court of law. Maybe don't wear the white sneakers. That maybe like take a day off.
That is the ultimate dad look right
It
there.
is,
The
yeah.
white sneakers with
And
a striped
with
polo.
and a button, it's a collared shirt.
My dad is probably wearing that right now.
Larry, best Beanie Baby.
Did you collect anything when you were growing up?
Zhush. No. I've always avoided collecting stuff. My friends collected comics. I never did it. It seemed like an enormous hassle. And then I dabbled with collecting in the Xbox 360 era where I started getting a bunch of the custom controllers and I got way too many of them. And I'm never going to do physical collecting ever again.
Gabby, you?
No, I don't like stuff. I don't like too much clutter.
I only
Wait.
collect one thing.
No, I've not.
It's magnets. I collect magnets of every city I go to.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
fridge magnets.
Fridge magnets.
That's
Because
fair.
they don't take up room. They're just flat.
They take up room in your fridge.
What else is going to go there?
You know what sucks about fridges now? They're not magnetic on the front.
It's true. Mine's
That is
not.
a
right.
Put it on a
big
whiteboard.
bummer.
Yeah. Because you have a stainless steel one?
It got stainless steel.
Yeah, it's not magnetic.
And
Right,
I was dumb and I didn't get one of those counter depth ones, so it sticks out from all my counters.
That's the worst.
But now that's left me with a little sliver of magnetic siding.
True. The black
so
part?
all my all my magnets go on there. It's great. You can't see them.
Can't somebody make magnetic stainless steel? Can't they do that? Seems like just a thing. Just put a layer behind it. You're good.
Yeah,
You can do it with a whiteboard.
That's what I do. They're on a whiteboard.
What?
My magnets are on a whiteboard.
I thought you
Whiteboards
keep
are
all your food in a whiteboard. That's
Keeps it
not
nice and
sanitary.
fresh.
All right, well, guys, I think this was a very good pancake podcast. Oh, look at that.
wow.
As if
Holy
on cue, right
That's
here,
the
Dad.
best one.
Those are great.
That's the winning one.
I got in Japan last September.
They didn't make them. That's pictures of pancakes they
Yeah.
had.
I took it back.
previously.
Whoa.
There we go. Those are some
are big old pancakes.
working man, down to earth, relatable pancakes right there. Look at that one. I love it. That guy should have done the ad read. That
Now,
pancake.
are they just very
Look at those teeth.
coincidental strawberries, or did he cut them into hearts?
I would like to think he cut them into hearts.
Didn't think I'd be making pancakes. Sorry, they're so boring.
No, there's no
that
such thing as a
was
boring
good.
pancake. All pancakes are exciting. I'll tell you. Well, we want to
pancakes
thank
are
our
created equal.
guest, Stephanie Bendixson. Very nice to see you,
Thanks
Steph.
for having me. Rocking the sidecar. It's been great.
All right. And before we go, there is one more thing that we want to talk about. We know that some of you have probably read reports in newspapers or online about an armed intruder that broke into Gavin's house. And we didn't talk about this previously on the podcast because obviously it's a very difficult subject to talk about. Gavin, is there anything that you want to say about this?
Just massive thanks for all the support online. It was a very unpleasant time. And also a big thanks to the Austin Police Department for an insanely fast response time.
Very, very fast. 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, obviously, it's this is also a difficult topic to end the podcast on. But Gavin, we just want to say We love you and Meg very much, and we're happy that you're safe. We're very grateful that you're safe.
Thank you very much.
All right. And thanks for joining us on this podcast, and we will see you all next week.
Love you.
Bye.